Hello, hello! I'm the official narrator. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today, we're looking at and redoing the Basculin episode because now we have Basculegion. I don't think Basculegion... I don't even have the thing open. Let's open it. Right-click. Open new tab. November 22nd, 2021. So that was before Arceus came out, but I know Basculegion was known as of that point. But whatever. That was done first, and we didn't cover Basculegion. I also didn't expect it to actually be there on the Basculegion thing, but if you type in Basculin, I'm like the third link. That's the closest to the top I've ever been at, so we'll take a peek at that. But yeah, we're redoing this episode for Basculegion. We're going to treat it how we did Weirdeer and Ursaluna, I suppose. But yeah, let's see what comes up. I like the combination of these two nicknames being near each other. Both of them are not particularly great nicknames. So, Jaws is one that I like because of James Bond, but also hate because it's just a bad name. So, that's why I've never ever recommended that, even though I see this nickname often. And then Spectre being right below, it's kind of funny because also James Bond, even though it's spelled R-E, not E-R. Spectre's on its own just not particularly great. I feel... have we seen that in a Pokemon official name before? The closest I can think of is Spectral Thief, but I mean, that's a move. I don't know if we've actually had a Pokemon whose name derives from the word Spectre before or not. Woo Fok Fok, the Lord Woo Fok Fok boss in Banjo-Tooie. You know what? I stand that. I might fucking use that. It's technically an anglerfish, so not the same, but fuck it. Red fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish. I need a Dr. Seuss parody book where it has the Basculin on it instead. Riptide is a generic water type nickname that you see all the fucking time. It's nothing particularly special. You could throw it on anyone, it'll fit. It's just not great. What I think is funny is that that's also right down here on the comments. The comments are kind of non-existent for this video. It has how many views? 147! It wasn't that popular of a Pokemon. My favorite thing, which if you didn't know, any chapters you see, I don't do that. But I love how it's bad nicknames, good nicknames, and the bottom. That's hilarious. I didn't do that. Way to go, YouTube. You're a class act. And just again, here's the comments for the actual video. This video will be unlisted down in the description below if you want to take a look at it. I think if you're going to name a Pokemon after Korra, Basculegion is pretty low down on that list. Which this one is for Basculin, not technically Basculegion. So, there you go. Korra's a fine name, just maybe don't put it on the weirdo fish Pokemon. Same goes with Katara. Tsunami is another generic water type nickname that we've seen very, very often. I can't hit show more because if I do, it's going to be like, hey, you want to join Amiibo? And I don't. But this says Splatoon reference because he says yup, and there you go. I don't know what that's in reference to. I played the online for 1 and 2, and then like, I beat the story for 1, but I didn't even touch the story for 2, so anything going on, I don't fucking know. This one again. Crackbass was actually on, what's it fucking called? Reddit. This is literally just taking names that I've already seen from other sites. So now I know how the magic works because I've seen it all here, and it's just repeat. Hydraxis is the only one I haven't seen, but it's just repeating the same shit. Alright, we'll give some props to these ones here at the back. Gil, Clinton, Bubble Fett, and Swim Shady. Nice puns here. I would not use any of them, but I like the puns. Why not? Also, Sharptooth for whatever reason just sounds kind of nice. I feel like that's probably a character. It's very simple in the same way that Talonflame is very simple as an official name, but I don't know. It strikes a curiosity. It's a solid 4 out of 10. You know it's really sad when you type in Basculegion nicknames, but instead of getting nicknames for Basculegion, you just get nicknames for Basculin. And it's extra pathetic that I have to look at this shit, what I assume is the second time. I don't remember it. And that's probably because, oh, there's Sharptooth. Probably because I repressed that memory. Ravana, it's a combination of river and piranha. To be honest, I have a hard fucking time believing that Basculin is a bass and not a piranha, because he's kind of piranha-esque looking. Just IMO. There's Sharptooth. Fishius, which was actually later used for Fishius Rend, for fucking, what's the weirdo Galar fossils. Prairana, Masculine. It stresses that your Basculin is strong. Women can't be strong. You heard it here first. This guy, find him, cancel him, hang him, whatever it is you fucking kids do these days. This guy needs to suffer for his sins. He just said that masculinity is strength, femininity is bad, it's negative. You gotta kill him now. It's the law. That's how you fucking kids work these days, isn't it? You say one wrong thing, your life is over. No one has ever said a wrong thing on the internet before. No one in their life has ever said anything they regret before. People don't make mistakes. Cancel it. After that tirade, I don't really feel like talking about Nibbles, Nibbler, Crazy Fish, or Chomper. I'm just gonna end it here. In the same way Overquill had a Pokedex entry that included the word nickname, this apparently, I don't know, it doesn't say Pokedex entry, but this one also apparently has a canon nickname, which is the hostile Pokemon. Probably also used on other Pokemon too. That's the bottom as far as Basculegion, and you know, the plan was to look at Basculin as well, so we're still gonna do that, but I'm not entirely sure how much crossover we're gonna have, because technically I already looked at this. I went ahead and clicked on this, which is the original one. There's Bergmite and Avalugg. Pokemon.net. Here's one we haven't looked at. No one has ever said anything on the internet that they would regret. Okay, I was looking, and then like I got on this one, and I was just like, wow, I really don't have the patience for this. So I started control F'ing everything from there downward, which didn't really yield any results, because point blank, I don't technically have to do this. I've already done it. So I don't need to waste any more of my time. There's the spreadsheet. This technically only covers Basculin and not Basculegion. So there's canon nicknames for you. You know what I didn't pull up? I didn't pull up comment suggestions. Riptide. Wow, we just talked. Oh, also ghost type. Rip. Clever. Monsoon. There's another generic water type nickname that we don't actually see too much. Tsunami's pretty common. Riptide's pretty common. Yeah, I suppose if you wanted to make the Riptide a little bit better, you could capitalize RIP, or even see if you could put the periods in there. Put like R dot. First off, important note, this is pet peeve. Bitches that be putting punctuation but not after every single letter, that makes me mad. Don't put R.I.P and then not put the dot. You put the dot after the P too. It's part of the acronym. That's how it works. You don't do that, I don't like you. Fuck you. But yeah, capitalize it, and then that makes the joke better. Or you can put the periods in there, that'll also make the joke better. I don't personally have anything. I didn't write anything down. It really wasn't too much. Sometimes adding an evolution doesn't always make a Pokemon more popular. Isn't that sad to say? However, based off its name being Legion, I feel like a direction you could take with this, which I was struggling to think of a Pokemon, but now I have one, is like maybe Zygarde, because it's like the collective kind of essence. I suppose even in a weird way, Airmac could work. Spiritomb could work with that. My Spiritomb is named Airmac. Yeah, something like that. Legion. Like, I know we've had Pokemon that are collections before. I feel like there was something in either Galar or Alola, but I can't think of what. But if you can think on a theme like that, that might work for Basculegion. But that's that. Any other ideas and suggestions you have, feel free to put in the comments below. Give thumbs up to the ones you think are good. Let us know what you'd use or what you'd recommend. A reminder that the original Basculin video will be unlisted and in the description down below if you care to watch it. And until next time, I don't know what the fuck Pokemon is next.